Hello everyone, welcome to another day in Shroud of the Avatar. Now today we're in game with Skeggy Media and we're going to be looking at farming in the game. Now it's one of the skills down here, agriculture, and as you can see we've not got any skills at all. So you'll need to start your day by visiting the crafting trainer and buying the first skill. Now we won't be able to get these skills until we got this one up to level 10, so we will come back later to learn these other skills. Now whilst you're at the crafting trainer, which crafting trainers can be found in any of the NPC towns, like I'm here in central Brittany, but you can go to Airy or any of the other main towns in the game. Some player owned towns also might have them trainers, but not very many. So that's where you can find the crafting trainer, and then also a crafting supplies merchant where we will need to buy some planting beds. Put plant in here, just makes the list shorter of course, and we have large planting bed which is 20, a medium planting bed which is 10, a small planting bed which are 4s, and some single barrels, 2 different types. This particular tutorial I'm going to use a single large planting bed. If you do have a row property, probably might be better to buy 2 medium, but you'll need just over 10 to complete the training. So we'll buy that. Now the next thing we're going to need are some seeds, so nice and conveniently placed here in central Brittany are some vendors down here where we can quickly buy some seeds, and I'm going to buy some garlic seeds. There are different plant seeds around Nova, and so you might need to find the seed that you want. We're going to buy 20 seeds and then sign for exchange. So we've got our seeds and we've got our planting bed. So what I will do is I will just pause this video and see you back on my lot for planting. So here I am back on the plot, and I've placed out the planting bed here. And again, as I say, if you've got 2 10s, if you're on a little row property, if you've got a total of 20 planting slots, it will help. Now the next thing we will need to do before we can start planting is we'll need some buckets of water. Now buckets of water can be got from wells in the game that might look like this, some without tops. This is the wishing well, or some nice fancy ones that you can buy on the store, like this carved decorative fountain. And to draw water you just need to place your mouse over the well and double click on it, and it will start to draw water. There we go, and we will take that. Now for this particular thingy, because we've got 20 seeds, we will need a total of 40 buckets of water, because you need 1 bucket of water for planting and another bucket of water for watering your second time. So let's just draw another one. And you would need to keep that up until you've got enough buckets. I've got a nice little stash of water here, and to make the video quicker I will take the other 18, the other required buckets of water for this tutorial. And once you've got your 40 buckets of water, you will then need to go to your planting bed, and to start planting you will need to have a hoe equipped, which you should automatically have one, which I don't think I do on this character because I took it off. I've got one in here, so I won't equip the tool, but you should have one automatically equipped unless you've taken it off like me. Now if you double click on your planting bed where it goes green, and then you can double click on sow seed, and it will automatically fill out that for you, and then you just plant. and you planted your first seed, and you'll notice 1 bucket of water has come out and 1 seed. And we need to do this for the whole bed, so I'll just do another couple just so you can see what's going on, and then I will use the magic of YouTube and cut out until the end. So I'll see you in a short while. So here we now have all of our seeds planted in the bed, so we've got thing now we can water them for the second time. Now I'm just going to put that one over there, so we bring up our skill tree here. Now the old way of watering is we used to double click on it again and then it would water, but since we learnt a particular skill of watering at our vendor, what we can actually do is water more than one at a time, which will speed up our watering. So now if we actually do our watering, and we click, if you just drag your icon down to your non-combat bar, it will stick down here, and if you click on it you can see you've got a little circle. Now the circle will grow as your skill increases, so you'll just click over an area and it will water that particular area, and as you can see we now have an area watered, so it's a little bit quicker than doing single watering, which is how we used to have it to do it before. And you'll just repeat this a few times. Now we just needed a skill of 10 to actually go back and learn these other skills. To make certain, that's why I recommended getting the 20 bed, because I think the 10 bed we might have been just short, but you might actually get the skill in a 10 bed. So we will do another water, which now we're watering 6 at a time. Now there's 2 left on the end. Now you might think that you might be wasting water, but you don't actually have to worry about it. Oops, a daisy, wrong button. Because if you go over, it will only water the areas it needs to water. So let's just water these final 2. And we've got all of our 20 beds. This is above 10, so we can go back to the skill trainer and learn the other abilities a little bit later. But now we've planted and we've watered for the second time. Now you will need to water another 2 times before you can actually harvest. Now to help us with this, somebody has been created a website called sotolaw.farm or .com and then /farming. I will put a link in the description below to help us with planning our watering. Now basically the seeds in the game are classed into 3 different types of seeds. You have quick, medium and slow seeds. Now the quick seeds take 24 hours, the medium seeds take 48 hours, and the slow seeds take 72 hours. Now what determines which seed falls into which category can be its price. So a seed that costs between 6 and 10 will be a quick seed, medium seeds will be 16 gold, and 30 gold for the slow seeds. Down on the bottom there has been created a nice table down here. These first row of seeds on the left hand side are the quick seeds, then the ones in the middle are the medium seeds, and the ones on the right are the slow seeds. Now when you're watering, if we had taken a quick seed in consideration here, you will need to do your second water. You'll always do immediately after planting, but you can have, once you've planted, 0 to 8 hours for your second water your third water needs to happen between the 8 hours to 16 hours. Your fourth water is between the 16 hours and the 24 hours, and of course you can then harvest after the 24 hours. Now, to make this a little bit easier, a watering calendar has been provided, so you can choose whether you want quick, medium or slow. So we'll be using quick, so we planted at 8:05 today. That means our third water, because we've done the second, well, I'll need to come back between 4:05 in the morning and 12:05 midday. Then the fourth water from 12:05 to 8:05 PM tomorrow, and then of course I can then harvest after 8:05. Now, if you actually grow in a greenhouse, the times are halved, and if you are stupid enough to want to grow inside a property, the times are doubled. So what they've done up here is added a little tick box here. If you tick this box, it will change if you grow them in a greenhouse, so all of the times are adjusted for a greenhouse. So as soon as we're growing outside, these will be the times that we'll be going with. So just one final note to make is don't miss any of the watering cycles, else your yield will be greatly reduced. So it's best not to miss any of the water cyclings. I will put a link in the description to a video that I did create, which clearly shows what happens if you miss a watering cycle. Now, what you will need to do is you will need to go back to trainer, as I've probably mentioned before, and go and learn the other two skills of sowing seeds bonus and harvesting seeds, because this is now above 10. So, and then what you can do is follow on with me as I come back to when we're ready to harvest. Here we are, back at the plot, and as you can see, all the plants are all grown, so they're now ready for harvesting. We've gone and got our trained items here, so they're all highlighted. And again, all we need to do with the harvesting one is place it down on the non-combat bar, and then what we're going to do is do exactly as we did with watering. We just click on the icon, and then we're going to get ourselves in position, and we're just going to start our harvesting. Now again, this skill will increase in its size, so you'll need to do less harvesting as your skill increases. Wait for it to cycle round, and we'll do that. We're going to have to do it 3, possibly 4 times. And just like with the watering, it doesn't matter if you go over the target area. In fact, as you learn your skill and your circle gets bigger, you will actually be able to harvest across 2 beds placed side by side. So it will greatly increase your harvesting time. So there we are, we've done our harvesting of, or our planting cycle in this old way, I'm going to call it. And now farming will be a little bit quicker, because we'll be able to use all of these skills now. So we'll be able to batch seed, which instead of sowing them singly will be just like watering and harvesting. We'll be able to seed in a target area. Of course, we can water in a target area, and we can harvest in a target area, and that will be talked about in the next video. Now, I hope you found this video helpful and informative, and you've got the information there to follow me on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube to help those channels to grow, and of course you've got all the information of Shroud of the avatar there. Also, feel free to leave any comments in the comments section, and I will get back to you, and thank you for watching.